This week, we're headed to Colorado for mountain lions. We're leaving the boys at home and we're having some girlfriend hunt time.
I love the fact that Stephanie has introduced another friend to hunting. These two are meant for each other. And this thing was giant. The head on it looked like a drum.
We're gonna shoot it.
8 miles on an ATV and then another 2-mile hike? This is hardcore. Oh my gosh, Casie.
Time to get up now.
Our lives move pretty fast, but it's only in the moment of the hunt that life slows down. It's not a matter of what we do, but how we do it. With passion, drive, and the challenge to accept nothing but our best. We are the wildlifers.
Stephanie's headed to Colorado with her friend Casie to hunt with John Evert and looking up outfitters.
When I asked Casie to come with me on this mountain lion hunt, she was like, let's go.
She calls me up one day and she says, hey, I've got this opportunity. Would you like to go? And I said, did you even have to ask? I'm there.
We have so much in common. We're just both passionate. We're very competitive about hunting. She's my best friend. We have a blast together.
You know, even though I'm not on this hunt this week, I've been mountain lion hunting with my wife and Stephanie, and I know how much fun it is. These girls are fixing to have a blast.
It's a great place to lion hunt. The number of lions are crazy. They find tracks all day long, every day. It's just an incredible hunt. It's a beautiful place. It's wild, it's kind of out of the way, it's kind of set back up in the mountains, and they're pretty much guaranteed to see a lot of lions.
We've been doing a lot of scouting and a lot of hunting, and we've got a couple different toms that we've been really watching, and I have a really good feeling about this hunt.
Mountain lion, they're very cautious about what they do, but they're very destructive in what they kill. I mean, they kill livestock, they'll kill people's horses, and they kill, lots of elk and mule deer. To hunt these lions, the best way is with hounds.
California is a prime example. They banned mountain lion hunting altogether with hounds, and most other methods. And now it's not uncommon to be watching the news and you have a jogger or a bicyclist that's been attacked by a mountain lion. You don't hear about that in areas where mountain lion hunting isn't illegal. John Evert eats and breathes hound hunting, and he's very, very good at it. His hounds are absolutely phenomenal. They don't run things they're not supposed to run. If you were gonna categorize a great lion hunter into just one name, John Evert would certainly be in that category.
So are you excited about the mountain lion hunt?
Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how excited I am.
I know. Have you ever wanted to do this, or just like I called and you're like, oh, okay?
No, this is like one of the things that I've always wanted to go and hunt.
On your bucket list?
It's on my bucket list, yeah.
Good, we'll get to check it off.
Something that I always kind of dreamed about. They're very majestic, mysterious. You never really see a whole lot of mountain lion, obviously, especially in Texas. But you hear of this elusive creature, and to be able to go on a hunt like this was just absolutely amazing.
We're gonna have a great time. It is the first morning and I am super pumped. It is time to go mountain lion hunting. I got my best friend with me. We're ready to go. We walk out the door and John's got a flat tire.
There's nothing worse than a flat tire in the middle of a hunt. And given that this was the first rattle out of the box, I hope this isn't some kind of omen.
It was really good yesterday. We found a lot of tracks, and we got one that we can go and probably freshen up. So it's super cold out. We'll go and run around and see if we can find it a little fresher and get it started.
Was it a big one or was it a little one?
It's a big one.
It's a big one. All right.
Found one.
Oh, cool.
There it is. That's a nice cat.
John, he's a really good guide, and he can tell when it's a fresh track or it's been there a while. How old is that track?
It might have had a little sun on it from yesterday, but it's plenty fresh enough.
We knew it was the track we wanted.
It's the first morning in Colorado, and John has already spotted a mountain lion track that was fresh enough for his dogs to get on.
How old is that track?
It might have had a little sun on it from yesterday, but it's plenty fresh enough.
Dogs that stick their nose in that and get happy. That's so much fun. John is probably one of the best guides that you could find with dogs.
My main reason for getting into it was because of the dogs. It really doesn't matter to me, I guess, what we're hunting. That just as long as it's with a dog. I just love seeing a dog work, and I love raising a dog from the time it's born.
Well, we care about our dogs, and that's why we use the GPS trackers. And it's also why we get all of our tracking devices from W Hunting Supply. They are hunters like us, and they get it.
They got it started good. They're heading up the hill there.
When the dogs get on a fresh track, it's kind of a waiting game. It could go on for hours, or it could just be chaos all in that minute.
I think it's up.
He's in a tree.
He is?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it is like, hunt on right now. Let's go. He's treed. So how far are they?
They're 730 yards. I think they just caught it.
It's treed?
I think so. I don't know for sure, but they all just stopped in the same spot.
It is just really ironic that the cat treed this close to where we are. That never happens. Never.
It's a nice lion. It's a good tom. Really good tom. The luck that we had on this hunt was amazing. We started the lion, and it kind of started parallel the road, ended up crossing the road just a little bit, and was like right at the end of the road there where we could drive right to it. It was just amazing that happened. It was probably one of the easiest ones that I've ever done.
My heart is just pounding with excitement, and I'm not sure who's gonna be the one that shoots it.
Did you guys figure it out?
We did. Looks like it's gonna be me. Can't believe that this is actually happening. I'm fixing to do this.
Maybe kneel down?
Yeah.
No. Okay. We're gonna shoot it.
Okay, fixing to go. Oh my goodness.
Nailed it. Good shot.
Oh my goodness.
You want to go see him?
I am so ready to go see him. Let's do it.
Beautiful lion.
Way to go.
I'm so excited.
Your first mountain lion.
First mountain lion.
And the cat, it was almost as big as she was. It was a beautiful mountain lion.
Oh, Casey's tom was just ridiculous. I mean, this thing was giant. His head on it looked like a drum.
The dogs did their job. I'm just excited for it. It was just a wonderful morning. So much fun. I love it.
What a great experience.
With daylight fading, there wasn't enough time left for the crew to begin looking for a track for Stephanie. So John decided to call it a day and pick up the hunt the next morning.
So it's the second day, and it's my turn to hunt today. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get things going.
Chris just called like 5 minutes ago and he found one.
How far away is he?
Just down the canyon here a little bit. So we'll go see if we can find him. I think he's on the west side of here.
Perfect. We'll follow you.
All right, sounds good.
Dang, John is like smoking it.
John is hauling.
Yeah.
Going in that way.
Hey, getting to these cats, that's the most difficult part. You gotta go straight up the mountain. And to keep up with John, whew, it's not easy.
When John's working out a track, he's like Sasquatch. I mean, he can just run over those mountains and those hills and those rocks like it's nothing. So while John is letting his dogs work, there's no way Casie and I could keep up with him. John like runs across these mountains like it's nothing.
Being accustomed to the high elevation, John and Chris start their fast-paced hike through the snow and start working the track. And before Stephanie and Casie knew it, Chris came running back to the vehicle with good news.
It went back into the rock pile, came up this drainage, and went back in here.
So we jump on the ATVs and we are headed out. Chris comes running back to the truck, so we jump on the ATVs and we are headed out. Is this it?
This is it.
We got 400 yards?
Nope.
As Stephanie and the crew made their way to this lion, John had already caught up with his dogs, and things were heating up. With action this intense, Stephanie and the crew were more determined than ever to hike the treacherous 2 miles between them.
This is intense. 8 miles on an ATV and then another 2-mile hike? This is hardcore.
Some are easy, some are tough. This one's tough. This one's gonna go a long ways.
At this rate, we're not gonna make it if we don't move faster. We're gonna run out of legal shooting light.
You ready? We gotta do some climbing and go straight over here.
I mean, I'm not sure my legs are working anymore. I know what's happening.
We've gone this far, let's go.
The area that Steph and Casie are hunting is high. It's a strenuous hunt on any hunter, regardless of how good a shape you're in. It's hard on people. You cannot catch your breath. You can't breathe. And when you're not from that area and you don't live in that area all the time and become acclimated to it, you've got to take your time and just go slow, or you'll run into some trouble because your body's just not used to the lack of oxygen at that altitude.
Oh my gosh, Casie. What?
He's saying the direction, like if we go straight to the dogs, it's dangerous. I don't know that we want to be crawling through that in the night.
I am absolutely frustrated. We're not gonna make it. So other options, walk back to the truck, haul it. It's fantastic. You have to understand, I am so passionate and so driven about hunting that I don't give up. Giving up, not going the distance, is like letting myself down. And I don't want to do this. I don't know how many more opportunities I have in my life to get to do something and be so blessed. I want to soak up every time I go hunting. But tomorrow's a new day, and we'll see what the day brings us. So what do you do at night? Casie and I, we need our nightlife. We need entertainment, bowling, Yes, let's bowl. Westcliff has bowling. Let's do it.
I didn't know Stephanie bowled.
Stephanie bowls? It's a new one on me.
I just love Casie. She is the best. Everyone needs a best friend like Casie.
Day 3 arrives with excitement because John has already found a fresh track in the middle of the night.
When we got the call from John that Chris was going to meet us at the hotel and take us to the location, I could hear the excitement in their voice.
Hey,
Good morning. I heard we already found it. I'm so excited. They found a good fresh track of a mature tom. You found a track, real fresh track?
Yes, it came through there right after I went through last night. This morning the plan is we're going to take snow machines in. That's the only way to get into this property, so we're going to get in there and try to find him.
It's day 3 in Colorado, and the wildlifers are winding through the mountains with snowmobiles on their way to a track that John located last night.
We're having a hard time getting it started, so we just got listening so I can decide if I need to help them or not.
Then the dogs get on a hot trail and move out of hearing. So the crew headed over the ridge, and upon arrival, John's GPS shows the dogs have one treed.
We had to walk straight up a mountain about 300 or 400 yards. The snow might have only been knee deep, but it might as well have been up to my chin. It was so hard to walk through. We're pushing through the snow and we're taking every step and working for every step, and the dogs are getting louder and it's just echoing through this mountain range. And finally, we see a dog and we look up and we're looking through the trees and we locate the tree that the cat's in, and I am just super pumped. I am so excited.
See right there. There's nothing right to his heart right there. There's nothing right
That's awesome. That was an amazing cat. I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to take this cat, to do all we've done, climb up this big mountain. They've seen this cat's track before, and to finally be the person who actually gets to take this cat, I am just the most fortunate person in the whole wide world.
Awesome job, girl.
I know.
This is beautiful lion.
He is beautiful. Look at his face. He's awesome. God, he's so pretty.
Dogs worked great this morning, huh?
Oh, I know. That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
I know, I loved it.
What a great cat hunt.
I know, we had a good time, huh? Good week.
Looking up outfitters.
I know.
What an awesome job
That's
they did.
how we roll. Having the opportunity to bring my best friend on a hunt like this is just an opportunity of a lifetime.
What an amazing experience. Once in a lifetime trip. I cannot thank Stephanie enough.
It's been great hunting with Casie and Stephanie. I can't wait till next year.
My best friend got to come shoot her very first mountain lion. I'd call this week a huge success.
For all your Wildlifers social media needs, make sure to follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.